So I found out that the United States, the richest country in the history of human civilization, legally requires employers to give their workers 0 vacation days, not 10, not 5, not even 1, 0, legally required, nothing. Most employers choose to offer vacation days as part of their benefits package. Employers are free to offer no vacation days or to provide a set number based on their own policies, employment contracts, or collective bargaining agreements. Meanwhile, in Austria right now, some guy named Klaus is legally entitled to 25 paid days off a year. 25. That's basically a 5-week vacation. Klaus goes to the Alps, eats a schnitzel, takes a nap in a meadow, and his employer legally cannot stop him. And we're out here using our lunch break as our me time. Today we're talking about why Europe gets a vacation and America gets a guilt trip, and whether our obsession with productivity is actually making us less productive. Stay with me. This one's gonna sting a little. The numbers are wild. Let's do a quick world tour of vacation days because I need you to feel this. France, 25 vacation days minimum by law, plus 11 public holidays, that's 36 days. Spain, same deal, 36 days total. The UK, 28 mandatory days. Germany, 30 total days. South American countries generally offer more paid vacation days than the United States. World Population Review data shows many South American countries fall in the 25 to 35 days total paid leave range, annual leave plus public holidays. China and Japan's average vacation time for employees is between 10 and 23 paid days per year, combining annual leave and public holidays. And the European Union as a whole? The floor, the absolute legal minimum for every single worker, including part-timers, including people who just started yesterday, is 20 paid vacation days. The American floor, 0. Now look, most US employers do voluntarily give some time off, usually somewhere between 10 and 15 days, and you normally get some additional days after 5 years of service. So we're not completely feral, but here's where it gets dark. The average American takes about 14 days off a year. The average European, 24. Europeans are literally taking double the vacation, and here's the kicker. 45% of Americans don't even use all the PTO they're already given. We're leaving free vacation on the table because we're scared of looking like we don't care enough about work. Klaus in Austria doesn't have this problem. Klaus is at the Alps right now, and he doesn't feel bad about it at all. But wait, isn't America more productive? I can already hear you. But America is more productive. We have the biggest economy. We outwork everyone. Okay, partially true. The US generates about $97 of GDP per hour worked. That's real. That's above average. Good job, everyone. And this is a big but. That number is propped up by tech, finance, and a handful of sectors that would be productive even if they gave everyone Fridays off and threw in a masseuse. Here's what that number doesn't tell you. Burned out employees operate at 18 to 20% lower productivity. They're 63% more likely to call in sick. They're twice as likely to quit. And then you have to hire and train someone new, which costs anywhere from half to twice their annual salary. So you squeeze your workers, skip the vacation, and then spend the money you saved on replacing the people who left because you squeezed them. Outstanding strategy. The hamster wheel isn't a productivity hack. It's just a hamster wheel. The guilt is the real villain. Here's the thing that actually got me. It's not just that Americans take less time off, it's why. 40% of American workers say their workload prevents them from taking vacation. Not that they don't want it, not that they're workaholics by choice. Their workload physically won't let them leave. And 1 in 5 Americans say their boss has gotten visibly upset when they tried to take PTO. So imagine earning a vacation day every single day you show up and then not being able to use it because the message you've absorbed is that resting is somehow a moral failure. 1 in 3 Americans feels guilty taking time off. Guilty for a benefit they earned. That's like feeling guilty for picking up your own paycheck. Meanwhile, in Europe, your vacation is a legal right. Your boss can't guilt you out of it any more than they can guilt you out of being paid. The anxiety of having to negotiate for rest, that whole chess match of is this the right time to ask? Will this reflect badly on me? Should I check my email while I'm gone? That doesn't exist in the same way. And that psychological weight, that's not small. That's quietly exhausting a generation of workers. Is Europe perfect? No. But to be fair, and I want to be fair, the European model isn't flawless. Ironically, Europeans actually report slightly lower satisfaction with their PTO than Americans. 70% of Americans say they feel like they get enough time off. Only 53% of Europeans say the same, even though they're getting 10 more days, which is a very human thing, honestly. The more you're given, the more you want. That's just us. And some economists will point out that countries like the UK have had sluggish productivity growth for years. It's called the UK productivity puzzle. Though to be clear, most economists blame that on underinvestment in technology and training, not on too many bank holidays. So no, mandating vacation doesn't magically fix everything, but having zero legal protection for rest is a unique, radical, high-stakes gamble that no other wealthy country on earth is willing to make, except us, because we are very committed to the bit. Look, I'm not here to tell you Europe is paradise or that America is broken. Both systems have real trade-offs. But here's the question I want you to sit with. If your employer could legally offer you 0 vacation days and face 0 consequences, is the fact that they voluntarily give you 10 or 15 days something to be grateful for, or is it something to think harder about? Because in most of the world, rest isn't a perk, it's a right. And maybe, just maybe, the reason so many Americans are exhausted, burned out, and quietly resentful of their jobs isn't because they aren't working hard enough. It's because nobody ever told them they were allowed to stop. Drop a comment. How many vacation days do you actually take? Be honest. And if you have vacation days and other PTO to use, take advantage of it. Invest in your rest and relaxation. If this cracked something open for you, share it with someone who ate lunch at their desk today. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.